classroom.
Hello AP Biology, welcome to the beginning of Unit 1. Everything up to this point was just an introduction, but now we're going to start digging into some really real sciences going forward, okay? And we begin with the basics, and the basics of biology actually isn't biology. The basics of biology is chemistry. So, in order to understand why life works this way, you also have to understand how life works. And to understand how, you need to understand what life is made of. And chemistry is what life is made of. How chemicals interact, what atoms are made of, why do they interact in certain ways, and all the chemical properties that you should have already learned a little bit about back when you were taking chemistry. There's not that many topics. We are going to go very quickly through this unit, but it is the foundation to the understanding of what we're going to learn about for the rest of this year. So we gotta have a good core foundation here. First off, it's this really weird thing called water, right? And you know, I like mine with bubbles. You might like yours without, but water is more than just what we drink. It's a weird substance, it's a unique substance, it's more important than it should be, and it's more special than it should be for how abundant it is. A lot to learn about water, its properties, and why those properties are there. Next up, all of life's elements, the things that make up life, the carbon, the nitrogen, the hydrogen, the oxygen, and then all those other little things we need, all the trace elements that make sure that we stay alive. And not just us, for the entire planet and all the organisms that live here. Next up, your biological macromolecules. You might remember that as your organic molecules back in chemistry, but this is going to be your carbs, your fats, you know, all those big molecules that, you know, you usually think about with nutrition, but then it's so much more. These are the large molecules that run the planet, that the planet relies on as energy sources and as the building blocks that it makes everything else out of. Lastly, nucleic acid, that's your DNA and your RNA. We're going to spend a lot of time on genetics. You need to know the principle of these molecules and what they're made of in order to understand how genetics really works. Okay, more stuff coming. Good luck. Will you be my lab partner?